It's been a while since I could hold my head up high, and it's been a while since I last saw you. Hey guys, what's going on? It's 101R Smith, and I am back to give you guys a bit of a channel update to see what's been going on and what to expect this spring on this channel. Now, if you haven't noticed, there hasn't been a lot of consistent content. As a matter of fact, I think my last review was the Supernova Wing Zero back in the end of February. The only things I've posted since was that Korn Lyric compilation I made for Reddit, and I did my own personal review of Devil May Cry 5. First off, I just want to say to apologize for lack of content. There's been a lot of things that have been going on the last couple months behind the scenes that has made building Gunpla and in some aspects just basic life very difficult for me to pull off. My family was somewhat affected by the government shutdown towards the end of 2018, which definitely affected a lot of pockets of my household, so that had to be taken care of and that had to be addressed. So my original plan was to bring you guys the Perfect Grade Banshee review sometime in January, but because of that unfortunate incident with the government, I wasn't able to provide that. That will be moved to somewhere, hopefully somewhere in July, August. Hopefully I should be able to get the Banshee for my birthday. The other thing was just the fact that my depression kept me at a place where I could not function. I'm not gonna go rehash things, just go to my fall update if you want the story behind that, but it got to a point in life where I could not get out of bed. I would spend days, if not weeks, in my bed, just allowing my mind to torment myself of the failures of last year, the failures of my friendship, the failures of not being able to be the person that my so-called loved ones needed me to be. Just wishing that and waiting pathetically for them to call me and hopefully we can reconcile, but it got to a point. It's been 10 fucking months, no phone call. They are satisfied with their decision and they're moving on with life, and I just could not for the longest move on because I felt I was so hurt and betrayed in some ways. You know, imagine the person that you love the most telling you your whole relationship is a farce. They've just been putting up with you out of pity and just hoping that you would become something that they hope that you would become, and then half a decade passes and you're not the person they wanted you to become, and they've resented you the whole time without you even knowing, while you're trying so desperately to appease them and to make them comfortable. It really just shattered me. I just could not move on, and it got to a point where basic stuff I wouldn't eat. Going to class was a struggle. Matter of fact, there were probably a few days where I would not go out at all, and I was avoiding the few friends that I have left and family because I just felt in my head, if these people can hurt me, then what's to say the people who are left aren't feeling the same way or won't just give up on me because I'm in this dark hole, or I'm not getting out of this dark hole fast enough. So there's a lot of paranoia and fear, and then waiting for my old clan to maybe give me a chance, but from all accounts they pretend I don't exist, and that also hurts. But I finally decided, out of pure desperation, I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this anymore. I can't even function as a basic human being. I can't eat, I can't work, I can't do my hobbies. So I was able to get on antidepressives, and I've been on it for about 2 weeks now, and I can function. I can get up, I can do what I need to do, I can provide content again, I can go to school, I can eat, I can work out again. Don't get me wrong, I was already losing weight as is from not eating, but I can properly be healthy, and I'm still not over what I've been going through. I'm still somewhat waiting for reconciliation or even a basic apology, but I still don't think it's gonna come. I'm not quite at the point where I can accept it, but at the same time, it's not all my fault. It takes two people to tango, and yes, I've made mistakes. I've said hurtful things. In some eyes, I've wronged people and made life more complex and more unbearable than it already is. But that doesn't invalidate how I felt, what I was going through. And if I'm in my darkest place in my life, and you're gonna tell me, or you're gonna give up on me, or you're gonna tell me our relationship is fraudulent, then fuck you. I'd rather you not be in my life, but I hate you for lying to me. But now I'm at a point where I can at least do what I have to do. So that's one thing. That's been the main crux of why there's been a lack of content. But now that I'm somewhat up and running again, the other issue is that I've been trying to reorganize myself. If you haven't noticed on Instagram, I've been promoting an event in New York City. One of my other hobby / jobs that I moonlight as, I'm a promoter in the New York metal scene. I've been putting together shows for other bands and other companies. I've been doing that since June of last year. I started with my birthday show for my 24th birthday, and I've got about 5 shows under my belt as of April 26th, something I'm somewhat very proud of, and I'm hoping to expand it a bit more. So that was another thing, trying to book shows. It's easy and it's hard at the same time. The easy part is contacting bands, contacting the venues. The hardest part is the complications of dealing with people. Sometimes they don't come through, other times there's issues, sometimes there's complications that you don't expect, sometimes it's just time constraints. And it's something that gives me a lot of joy in my life, just something that I can do. It gives me a little bit of pocket money. I'm not rich, but it's just fun to be able to interact with bands and do something for them, while at the same time being able to just add one more friendly face to not stress people about. You know, a musician works very hard in order to produce their music, so doing a show shouldn't be difficult for them, or as difficult as it can be, especially with their pockets and budgetary constraints. So I just try to alleviate that as best as I can. But it's a hobby / possible career that I've been working on, and if you're interested, you can always follow me on Instagram and my official page on Facebook to get updates on the shows, especially in you're in the New York area. That's been somewhat of the 2 things that have been going on since last fall, but I'm definitely back, and goddamn, I have so much catching up to do. There's at least 3 kits that I really want to get on the channel as soon as possible. The high-grade narrative Gundam C-Packs, that's probably going to be the next review. That should be coming in the next week. The Master Grade Dynamis and the Master Grade H2 Magnum are definitely going to be hits that you'll be seeing between the rest of April into May. There's also the Gundam Alex 2.0 that has been announced and will be coming out in June. And there's also the high-grade Destiny Gundam. Now, sometime around last year, I was asked by a fan, and I'll leave the comment down below, to do the Master Grade Destiny Gundam Extreme Blast version. I've been meaning to do that review, but buying the kit has been difficult because in my mind, I can't justify, in my mind, spending $70 on a Master Grade. I just can't. It's not even P Bandai. I've actually built the original Destiny Gundam before, and I got it for about $40, and I felt that was a fair price. The Extreme Blast version is chess. Now the inner frame is chrome silver, and I get the Wings of Light. I just couldn't, well, I have been trying to find it on a cheaper way, but I can't. And I'm sorry, I think I'm gonna pass on the Extreme Blast version of Destiny, especially since the high grade will have the Wings of Light. But I will have no trouble being able to get the normal Master Grade Destiny. In fact, I need to get one to replace my original one since it fell in an accident and just shattered into dozens of pieces. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on the channel very soon. Now, the last update, something that I have been working on and off for about the last month, is my resin conversion kit for the Master Grade Night Gundam. Now, if you guys don't know, this is a King's Toyland resin kit going back to 2011. It's a conversion kit to turn the Wing Gundam Verkaw or the Wing Zero Custom into the Night Gundam. It's been my passion project for 2019, and I'm still in the fitting process. It's going pretty good, but I'm also trying to figure out how to use the rotting that came into it, and I'm also trying to work out the color scheme. I think I'm gonna stick to the colors from the video game that it came from, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, instead of the box art that the resin kit came with. I just don't like the purple that was shown in the display pictures. I like the color scheme just a little bit more on the 3D animation model from the game. I like the more, it had like a more subtle blue than purple. And I'm also not sure if I want to go white or a metallic silver, or I want to do the whole thing metallic. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out in my mind. But that's my big passion project for this spring, and hopefully I should have that done by Memorial Day. And that's what's been going on with me. I'm sorry if I felt like I kind of disappointed you guys in the last couple months. And again, I'm sorry for lack of content, but I had to get to a better place for myself. I'm happy to at least be on the road to get there. I'm not quite there, and it will probably take me a long time to get over what I've been through, but I can function, and I think that's the most important part. I can function, I can be there for friends and family, and I can at least somewhat live my life now, and that is very important to me. Thank you guys for checking out this update. Go check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and I also have a Twitter now, but the Twitter is more for business purposes. But you can also follow me on Twitter if you want. I'll leave the description in the description box below. So, I'm 101R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.